Hey guys, it's Kelly Jo. Welcome back to another video. I'm here with Crowbar, falling asleep here. She's taking a little nap, but I thought it'd be fun to have her in the background. I'm gonna be starting my second video for my Project TBR series that I'm doing on my channel, where I am trying to get through all of my books basically on my TBR. So it's already been quite a day. It's August 6th, I think, when I'm filming this. It's Wednesday. We are in a new apartment, if you can't tell. We moved here on the 1st, and I've been really busy. Well, both of us have been really busy, Aiden and I, with just unpacking everything and setting everything up, kind of making it more homey. We had boxes literally everywhere. But anyways, the book we're going to be reading in today's vlog is Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan. And so yeah, I am excited about this. I did thrift this book a while ago from a thrift store. It was only like $1. I also found the second book as well in the series, which I think is China Rich Girlfriend or something. I also have that book. But I'm going to start off by reading this first book right here, and we'll see. I'm sure I'll like it. Like, there's hardly any books out there that I don't like, but this vlog, I wanted to start the series and just see how I like the first book. All I know is that there's like a movie of this. Like, I literally know nothing about this story other than the fact that they made a movie. So maybe I'll have to watch the movie as part of this vlog. But I do like the cover a lot, and also on the inside, it has like a cute like inside page there, shopping bags and shoes. So yeah, I do really like that. I think it's fun. And then these are the other two books in the series right there. I did get an audiobook for this one as well. Ever since I read the Matthew Perry book with an audiobook, now I want to read like all books with an audiobook, because I feel like it's so much more fun to listen to someone read it to you. I'm going to read the little synopsis here so we can get an idea of what this book is about. When New Yorker Rachel Chu agrees to spend the summer in Singapore with her boyfriend Nicholas Young, she envisions a humble family home and quality time with the man she hopes to marry. But Nick has failed to give his girlfriend a few key details. 1, that his childhood home looks like a palace. 2, that he grew up riding in more private planes than cars. And 3, that he just happens to be the country's most eligible bachelor. On Nick's arm, Rachel may as well have a target on her back the second she steps off the plane. And soon her relaxed vacation turns into an obstacle course of old money, new money, nosy relatives, and scheming social climbers. This book is, let's see, it is kind of a longer book than I realized it was. It's 530 pages. So, yeah, definitely kind of a thicker book, even though for some reason I feel like it didn't look that thick. It is in the afternoon right now, but I do want to get some stuff done today. So I'm just gonna do like the last vlog, like little check-ins here and there. Yeah, like I said earlier, this morning was something else. I had to go and get like a TB, tuberculosis test done for my new job that I have, since it's gonna be working with kids. And so I went to a pharmacy type of clinic place to get this TB test done. And I don't know my way around this new place that we live now. It's kind of a bigger city. And my Google Maps was not working on my phone. And I use Google Maps so much. Like, I literally use that to get me literally everywhere. And I could not get my Google Maps to work on my phone. It like said I had no service, which didn't make sense because everything else on my phone was loading. Eventually I got it to come up with the route to get there. So I did get there. And then on my way home, before I started coming home, I went to Sonic because I wanted a Sonic drink. I got a Dirty Dr. Pepper, which is empty now. And so after I went to Sonic, I was like, okay, time to go home. I couldn't get it to load again. And I tried to use like a different app as well. I tried to use the GPS thing in my car and it wasn't working either. Literally had no way of knowing how to get home. And so I was kind of freaking out a little bit, so I decided to just try and like just start driving and try to remember my way back. And I completely went the wrong direction. Instead of coming out of the big part of the city to where we live, I was going further into the city. Like I was going the completely wrong direction. So eventually I just had to figure out how to get home based off of reading the signs on the road, which I should know how to do anyway. But yeah, so I was quite lost for a while. But luckily I made it home, and so it's fine. Anyways, that's been my day so far. That was like my one thing I had to do today, was go and get this TV test done, and it turned into this whole ordeal. So anyways, long intro kind of right there, but just wanted to give you a little life update. We're in a new place. We're still in the process of unboxing things, moving things around, so the apartment's kind of a mess. We're going to finish this book right here, and then I'm also planning on getting some other books read on my TBR while I have all this extra time. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Hello guys, good morning. Just a little update for you. It's the next day. I did not get very far into reading the book last night or yesterday afternoon. To be honest, look how far I got into it. I haven't made very much progress, as you can see. But yeah, I am planning to do a lot more reading today. Mainly this afternoon, since I don't really have too much to do today. I don't want to be too judgmental yet of this book because, like I said, I'm like barely, like I've only gotten a few chapters in, so I want to give it a chance. I will say though, I am kind of bored with it. Like not much has happened. When I read this book, it feels like I'm watching like an episode of the Kardashians. Like that's what I'm thinking of. It's basically just a bunch of wealthy, kind of snobby people just sitting around gossiping, talking about the latest fashion trend. Did you see this person's going out with this person? Did you hear that this person inherited this amount of money? Like it's just kind of these different families that it talks about. And then just kind of talking about like random boring rich people stuff. I do like the chapters where it covers Rachel and Nick, and he has invited her to spend the summer with him, but he has not told her yet how wealthy his family is. And so she's still trying to decide if she wants to go. And she's also thinking that since he has asked her to come spend the summer with him, this means he's gonna propose. So it's kind of like this big thing, which he says he's not going to, but that's what it kind of looks like. So yeah, I do like their chapters a lot, but then it kind of goes into other chapters talking about the random different families and stuff, and those are kind of boring right now. But yeah, luckily the chapters aren't very long at all, and so it kind of makes it go by fast. Yeah, that's all I've gathered for right now. But yes, I made my coffee, so we're gonna get some reading done today, and I should have more of this read by the time I check in with you next, because as you can see, we haven't made much progress. So, but I just wanted to give you my initial like reaction to the book. I'm thinking, yeah, like this feels like the Kardashians a little bit. So that's all I have to say right now. So as I'm reading this book, I am again like just taken aback by like the Matthew Perry book that I read in the first video, where he was saying he was making like $1 million a week being on the show Friends, and how that was just like a normal week to him, was making that much money like it was nothing. Here again, I'm reading a book about money, it seems like. This character, she is feeling down and sad, so as one does, she wants to go shopping and treat herself. So she just casually goes to a jewelry store, you know, and just nonchalantly she buys a bracelet and a pair of earrings. Okay? The pair of earrings are, I can't remember the exact price. They're like $500,000 for earrings. And the bracelets are like $250,000 each. You know, just a little something to make her feel better. To spend that much money on just a piece of jewelry, like I will never, like I know this is a book, but like there are people out there who will spend thousands of dollars, you know, on like jewelry or bags or clothing, you know, and I don't get it. Like, the characters in this book are just so, like, casual about spending so much money on the littlest things. It kind of makes me mad a little bit reading this, because they're so, like, unaware by, like, how rich they are. Like, it's crazy. Crazy. Crazy rich Asians, you know? Okay, so I am here to give my final update and review of the book Crazy Rich Asians by Kwan. I finished this book, and it's been several days, obviously, since I've given an update, because my last update I was like this far in the book. So yeah, I have finished the whole thing, all 540 pages of it. So yeah, it was a longer book than what I have read recently. But yeah, I think I'm gonna settle on 3 stars for this book now that I've been able to sit on it and think about it for a while. It wasn't like the book was bad necessarily. I just wasn't really impressed by it. Like I wasn't changed after reading it, really. I feel like this book could have been a lot shorter, to be honest. Really, the only reason why I wanted to keep reading the book was Rachel and Nick's chapters. They're kind of the 2 main characters of the story. Like I said, Nick's relatives, he comes from a very wealthy family. A lot of his relatives are very stuck up and snobby, kind of your typical rich person. Not to say all rich people are snobby, but yeah. And so Rachel decides to go with him to Singapore, which is where his family lives, and she is treated not very well by his family. They're very fake towards her, and they talk about her behind her back. Nick's mom actually goes as far as to hire an investigator to look into Rachel's family background to see, you know, what kind of person she is. Like, she doesn't even meet Rachel just to see for herself how she is as a person. Before she even meets Rachel, she travels who knows how far in her private plane to meet with this like investigator guy to hear what he has to say about Rachel before she even meets her. So like, that just proves how like she's not even willing to give Rachel a chance. Nick is also the best man of a wedding, so him and Rachel are going to this wedding that's covered by all kinds of press. It's between his one of Nick's best friends growing up and this other girl, and they're both very well known. Rachel ends up going on a bachelorette party with the bride. She's invited, and all the girls there pretty much bully her and do these awful things to her. Yeah, it's just frustrating to read about how these people act in the book. I think Rachel, like, she's my favorite character because even after being treated so badly by all these people, she still stands her ground and she's confident in herself and she doesn't let it get to her. So yeah, I really liked her character a lot. And Nick, he's totally the opposite of every person in his family. He's very genuine, down to earth like Rachel is. He doesn't care about her family or her money or whatever. As far as that goes, that was the only thing that I liked about the book, was their relationship. I will say I did like the ending. There were some surprises that came up at the ending. Makes me want to read the second book, which I do technically have already. This is the second book. I was able to find both of these books at a thrift store. That's where I got these. But as far as the first book goes, yeah, I would give it 3 stars. I wouldn't go like out of my way to recommend this book necessarily, but if you are interested in reading the books, if you've seen the movie, I did not end up watching the movie. I just feel like it started out kind of slow, and then again, those unnecessary chapters that were in there about all the other random relatives, I just, to be honest, did not care about that. So let me know if you have read this book before, what your thoughts were on it, if you've read the other books in the series. Yeah, like I said, I am looking forward to reading the second one just for Rachel and Nick specifically. The other relatives, I don't know how much of a role they play in the book, but yeah, we'll just see. But yeah, that's all I have for today's reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching part 2 of my Project TBR series. I have like 10 books to go, so thanks for watching if you are following along on my journey to reading all my books. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!